Have you ever carried an entire project by yourself, while everyone else just existed nearby? It's not your paranoia. It's not a bad team. It's science. And it's over 100 years old. Right now, drop one word in the comments. Any word. Just one. It's a trick. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal it and show you something about yourself, something you won't expect. In 1913, a French agronomist accidentally stumbled on one of the most uncomfortable facts about human beings. A fact that explains why your team never performs at full capacity. Why every group project ends the same way. Why the Slack message with 12 reads sits with 0 replies. And the most uncomfortable part? Why this is happening to you right now. Maximilien Ringelmann, agronomist, late 1800s. He wasn't studying psychology. He just wanted to figure out how many horses you need to pull a plow. So he grabs some people, hands them a rope, tells them to pull. First one at a time, then in groups. Common sense says 8 people should give you 8 times the force. Common sense is wrong. 1 person, 100%. 2, not 200%, but 186. 8 people, not 800, barely 392. Less than half of what you'd expect. He publishes this in an agronomy journal in 1913. Nobody cares. The finding disappears for 60 years. Okay, you might say. People just get in each other's way. Coordination loss, physics. That's not about me. That's exactly what the next researchers thought. Psychologist Alan Ingham decides to test it. What if it's just coordination? He takes one participant, puts Confederates behind them. They just hold the rope. They don't pull at all. The participant has no idea. The result? When a person believes others are pulling too, they pull weaker, even when they're the only one actually pulling. No physical interference, no coordination problem. The brain just decided, I'm not alone, so I can dial it back. But maybe this only applies to physical effort? Psychologist Bib Latané asks people to do something simple. Shout and clap as loud as they can. First, solo, then in groups. In a group of 6, each person hit only 36% of their solo max. Then he gets sneaky. He puts blindfolds and headphones on the participants, tells them 5 others are shouting alongside them. In reality, dead silence. They're completely alone. Effort still drops. The brain can't see or hear anyone else, but it thinks they're there, and that's enough. Latané calls this social loafing and proves it's not some rare glitch. It's the default. 2 mechanisms, hardwired into every single one of us. First, diffusion of responsibility. When it's a group task, nobody feels like it's their job. Ownership gets split across everyone, which means it lands on no one. Second, invisibility of effort. In a group, you can't tell who's doing what, and the brain quietly decides, I can coast. Nobody's keeping score. And here's the biology behind it. Your brain doesn't release dopamine for effort nobody sees. No visibility, no reward signal, no motivation. It's not a character flaw, it's neurochemistry. This isn't about how you were raised. It's the operating system of the human brain, and it runs the same way in everyone. Here's where you've done this, even if you never realized it. Group project in college. 1 person wrote the whole thing. 4 others showed up to present. The team Slack. Message posted. 12 people saw it. 0 replies. Everyone read it. Nobody owned it. Monday stand-up. A question hangs in the air. You didn't take it. Startup. 5 co-founders. 1 of them is writing code, jumping on sales calls, mocking up the UI. The other 4 have been debating the company name for 3 weeks. That wasn't a bad day. That wasn't burnout. That was the Ringelmann effect. And it's been running inside you the whole time. Good news! This is fixable. 3 things that actually work. Names. Not the team handles the report. A specific person, a specific task. Jake writes the intro. Sarah runs the analysis. Mike owns the conclusion. No name on it, nobody owns it. Visibility. People work harder when their individual output is trackable. Public dashboards, direct feedback loops. This isn't about gold stars, it's about brain mechanics. Dopamine fires only when effort gets noticed. Meaning, an abstract KPI won't move anyone. A concrete goal people actually understand will. People loaf less when they know what they're building and why it matters. Groups don't slack off by nature, they slack off by design. Bad design. Remember the trick from the beginning? I asked you to drop one word in the comments. Scroll down and see how many people actually did. Most likely, a fraction. Even though thousands watched to this point. The rest thought, someone else will comment, not my job, I'm just one viewer. You just took part in the Ringelmann experiment, right here, right now. That's the whole trick. No magic, just your brain doing exactly what we've been talking about for the past 6 minutes. And now, you have a choice. Stay part of the statistic, or type that word right now. Ringelmann set out to study horses. He ended up discovering something about people. You're not lazy. Your brain is just doing what it evolved to do. Conserve energy wherever it can get away with it. Now you know when it does that. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? Send this to someone on your team. See if they recognize themselves.